Letter 228 by Charles Lamb. Charles Lamb to Thomas Manning Deck, 26th, 1815. Dear Manning, following your brother's example, I have just ventured one letter to Canton, and am now hazarding another, not exactly a duplicate, to St. Helena. The first was full of improbable romantic fictions, fitting the remoteness of the mission it goes upon. In the present, I mean to confine myself nearer to truth, as you come nearer home. A correspondence with the uttermost parts of the earth necessarily involves in it some heat of fancy. It sets the brain a-going, but I can think on the halfway house tranquilly. Your friends, then, are not all dead or grown forgetful of you through old age, as that lying letter asserted, anticipating rather what must happen if you kept tarrying on forever on the skirts of creation, as there seemed a danger of your doing, but they are all tolerably well and in full and perfect comprehension of what is meant by Manning's coming home again. Mrs. Kenny C. Devant Holcroft never let her tongue run riot more than in remembrances of you. Fanny expends herself in phrases that can only be justified by her romantic nature. Mary reserves a portion of your silk, not to be buried in, as the false nuncio asserts, but to make up spick and span into a new brand gown to wear when you come. I am the same as when you knew me, almost to a surfeiting identity. This very night I am going to leave off tobacco. Surely there must be some other world in which this unconquerable purpose shall be realized. The soul hath not her generous aspirings implanted in her in vain. One that you knew, and I think the only one of those friends we knew much of in common, has died in earnest. Poor Priscilla, wife of Kit Wordsworth, her brother Robert is also dead, and several of the grown-up brothers and sisters in the compass of a very few years. Death has not otherwise meddled much in families that I know, not but he has his damned eye upon us, and is whetting his infernal feathered dart every instant, as you see him truly pictured in that impressive moral picture, The Good Man at the Hour of Death. I have in trust to put in the post 4 letters from Dis, and one from Lynn to St. Helena, which I hope will accompany this safe, and one from Lynn, and the one before spoken of from me to Canton. But we all hope that these latter may be waste paper. I don't know why I have forborne writing so long, but it is such a forlorn hope to send a scrap of paper straggling over wide oceans. And yet I know when you come home, I shall have you sitting before me at our fireside, just as if you had never been away. In such an instant does the return of a person dissipate all the weight of imaginary perplexity from distance of time and space. I'll promise you good oysters. Corey is dead, that kept the shop opposite St. Dunstan's, but the tougher materials of the shop survive the perishing frame of its keeper. Oysters continue to flourish there under as good auspices. Poor Corey, but if you will absent yourself 20 years together, you must not expect numerically the same population to congratulate your return, which wetted the sea beach with their tears when you went away. Have you recovered the breathless, stone-staring astonishment into which you must have been thrown upon learning at landing that an emperor of France was living in St. Helena? What an event in the solitude of the seas, like finding a fish's bone at the top of Plinlimmon, but these things are nothing in our Western world. Novelties cease to affect. Come and try what your presence can. God bless you, your old friend C. Lamb. Robert Lloyd had died in 1811, and within a few days, one of his brothers and one of his sisters. The Good Man at the Hour of Death. I have not found the picture to which Lamb refers, probably a popular print of the day, or he may have been incorrectly remembering Blake's Death of the Good Old Man in Blair's Grave. Manning, by changing his plans, did not reach St. Helena when he expected to. Not, indeed, until July 1817, when he met Napoleon.